Welcome on in, Tay. Welcome on. And let me also say hello to all of our lovely racers today for the Superliminal 4-person race. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Samarth, and I'll be commentating for the race with Archmage today. I would like to ask Ozmourn, Etaoinwu, and Samsonite and Samwise to introduce themselves. Ozmourn?
That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Samsonite.
Hi, my name is Samsonite363. I've been running the game for about over half a year now. I stand at 9th place on the leaderboard with a 22:09, and this is my third marathon now. Very happy to be here.
That's so cool. By the way, love the Olivia Rodrigo icon. Very good taste in music. Just had to throw it in there.
Indeed.
Etaoinwu.
Hi everyone, I am EtaoinWu. I am a speedrunner and Speedrun 2 developer for Superliminal, and I am currently top 10 on the Glitchless as well.
Wow, extremely impressive for all of you to be in leaderboards and making such impact for the game. That's awesome. It's going to be even cooler to see the race that we're going to be having now. Is there anything else you want to mention, Sam, regarding this?
The last runner, Samwise.
Hello, I'm Samwise. I've been running since about June, and I'm 12th on the leaderboard, which makes me the slowest of the four, but we had a good race last week, and I hope to put on a good show.
I believe in you. That's not too distant.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. And my co-commentator, Archmage.
Hello, I'm Archmage. Been running the game for almost a year now. Yeah, it's a good time. I'm happy to be here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna have a great group playing and commentating. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Yeah. So are we ready, guys, for racing?
Yeah, we're ready.
We're ready up to the start.
Yeah, let's get into level 1. The timer does not start when they load up level 1. The timer actually starts when they go out this first door.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yep, and the developers have been kind enough to actually have an in-game timer, which is very nice. So yeah, that's what we base our timing on. Is that timer starts when you go through the first door. So that's what we do as well.
Yeah. So, Archmage, would you like
should I just
to
do a countdown
down?
when everyone's ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Ready? Ready?
So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay. So, while they're going through the first level, Archmage, would you like to introduce the game to our viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the main mechanic here, as you're starting to see, is basically objects are kind of where they seem to be. So when you grab an object, it will project outwards, basically to the farthest point it could be, based on perspective. So you'll see that you can grab objects from any distance away and just place them wherever you want, essentially. Which is a massive amount of versatility, which leads to some really cool strats for the speedrun. Yeah, so this first level is really just kind of a tutorial. It's also actually one of the more difficult levels in the game for Glitchless, due to the fact that there's a lot of moving objects around.
Given that it's the first level, it's also a very reset-heavy level for the game, and it makes sense that it's the hardest level too, because we read a lot of stats through this website, and we saw like 90% of most of our runs died in first level. So
yeah, it's super difficult.
It's super difficult. All of them are at really good pace here. Who are you rooting for?
Yeah, it's tight, man. It's too close to say who's pulling ahead, but yeah, they're all basically in the same hallway right now.
Yeah, Samwise is a little bit behind. It's the first level, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so as you can see, this sign room, we just passed someone. Oh, someone got the soft lock. That's brutal. Not a soft lock, guys.
No,
But,
no, the
yeah,
soft
it looks
lock,
like
okay.
yeah, looks like
You saved
Samsonite.
it. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh, it happened again. That's brutal. So that sign room is a good example of the perspective mechanic. What happens is the sign has to be on both buttons, and if it falls down before you get to the second door, it's a bad time. But yeah, here we are. Some people are finishing up the first level here.
Samsonite got a little bit goofed up, but it's the first level. Okay. Coming up to optical, as the name suggests, this level plays around with optical illusions, which you're gonna see a little bit after walking.
Yep.
But the first trick is just grabbing a sign and making a ramp, which Etoin is getting close to.
Yep, gonna be coming up here. Yeah, so the first thing is kind of this looping hallway thing, or not really looping hallway, but it's like a big circle. But they're just gonna get out of it with a sign.
Yeah, in that hallway there's a lot of mind games. Like there's that door that's just not a door.
Yeah.
And that hallway that just shrinks as you go in. Okay,
Yeah.
Etoin is coming up to the first example of the optical illusion. There's a block painted on the wall, but as soon as he sees it, it comes to real, and he uses it. Yeah,
the nice
which
thing about that is
jump resize.
That's rough. Missed the jump.
That Etoin just missed.
And the nice thing about that cube that's on the wall is you don't actually have to be looking at it. Once it lines up, it'll like this door here. Once it lines up, it just pops into existence.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna use do a minor skip here just to get past these stairs faster. Saves a little bit of time.
About 0.2 seconds, a little bit of time.
And everyone's just about in the same spot by now.
If you don't mind, do we have some time to mention some of the donations that went through?
Yeah, sure, we have a little bit of time here.
We have a little bit of time, like just before the moon.
All right, we'll do one of them for now. From Ian Keith, it is $36 that just said chaos with an angry smile, and that being a huge contribution towards Bowser comfortably claiming his throne in first place now at $100. Ian Keith, thank you so much for the $36 trans lifeline. Your contributions are very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
So anyway, what we're seeing here is that moon there had a bunch of objects on top of it, and so what they can do is just kind of carefully grab the portal on top of there, resize it, and then that leads them right to the end of the level here.
So the way they ended the level in the elevator room is how most of these levels will end, most of them. And also the start of the levels are also the same for most of these levels.
Yep. You'll notice it's just this lobby section for most of the levels so far.
Yeah. So this level is called Cubism. As the name suggests, it plays around with cubes and a lot of weird cubes. There's only one normal cube, which gets skipped, because it's lame. It's normal,
Yeah, it's just a regular old cube, you know? Doesn't do anything special. Yeah, it's like all you have to do is jump on that pole there, and then you get past it. Easy.
Yeah.
So as you can see, that was a half cube there. Much more exciting. That's only half a cube. You know, what is it doing?
Yeah.
This cube is like
the other half.
Exactly. It's behind it, you know. But like
that one was just stuck on the floor. Like funky cubes, and we don't appreciate normal cubes in this household. Yeah.
Just a bunch of quirky squares.
Some people are doing something with these cubes that saves a little bit of time. So this game has a ledge grab mechanic, where it's basically it'll boost you up onto places that you just barely missed with a jump. And so, but it's actually faster to not get a ledge grab. So some people will quickly resize the cube, that cube back there, so they don't have to get a ledge grab. But it only saves very little time, essentially.
Samwise pulling quite ahead of most of the runners.
Yep. Yeah, he's quite a bit ahead
his
here.
tutorial skills.
a lot of clean movement in Cubism so far.
Yeah.
So here we've got this is just a scripted teleport. When you hit the bottom of that fall, you get teleported here, and then you just walk backwards to the end of the level.
There you go.
You don't have to walk backwards, but
Yeah, some
Yeah,
people, you know,
it's
we haven't really.
It's a flex. It's a flex. We'll call it flex.
Yeah, we haven't really fully like figured out whether it's faster to go backwards, but most people at this point do go backwards. Some people turn around though.
Yeah. At this point, we'll call it a flex. Yeah.
By the
Coming up
way,
here, this level is called Blackout.
Yes.
I was gonna say, you go first though, Orc. My bad, my apologies.
No worries. But yeah, so basically the main thing with this level is in a sense it's also playing around perspective. Like on your first playthrough, it's basically, you know, it turns the lights out, you know, makes you feel scared. But essentially it's only as scary as you perceive it, right?
Mhm.
Like a lot of the scares are just really just shadows and stuff.
Yeah. So you were saying?
There's also a lot of walking
Axel?
too. So.
Yeah, the other donation that we received earlier was from Berzik Badger for a whopping $150, stating, "I'm sure all of this will happen exactly the way it is supposed to." Definitely not a snarky little response, but I love it so much. I can feel the sass in this comment. Thank you so much, Berzik. Thank you, seriously.
Thank you so much for that donation. Okay, so this level is actually a very restful level because there's a lot of parkour. You only grab once actually with the cylinder, but that also saves like 2 seconds. So there's just parkour in this level. You don't have to stress about it. It's a casual level. Casually, it's the best level to watch because people actually get scared. There are a lot of spooks in this level. As you can see, there's a lot of blood on the floor. We'll discover later what it actually is. Yeah,
but as you're seeing
actually,
here,
would you like to explain blind maze? Yeah.
Yeah. Samwise is quite a bit ahead of, or not quite a bit ahead, but fairly ahead of the other people. So what's happening here is you're supposed to grab a light to navigate this darkened maze, but because the maze is static, it doesn't change, you know, or anything. You can just memorize the inputs you need and walk backwards through it, using the light as a sort of guide.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I still find it pretty impressive at this point that Samwise was doubting their skills and capabilities, even though they said they would have been the lowest placed in the leaderboards. But right now, they do have quite a solid lead. Although, you know, just 3 seconds, but it's still close.
Yeah.
Everyone else is not too far away.
That sort of highlights, the difference between speed and consistency as well. Samwise, I think, is a very consistent runner. Whereas, like, people like me, for example, I can occasionally get a good time, but it takes a lot of resets to get there.
Yeah. And Samwise is also the person who makes a lot of tutorials for the new players. So it's really good seeing him first, because he teaches it, kind of.
Yep, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in roughly the same spot, give or take 7-ish seconds.
Yeah.
They're coming up here. This level is called Clone. Leaves behind all the scary stuff from the previous level. And in this one, as the name suggests, the main mechanic is cloning objects, which we'll see a lot of coming up pretty soon here. This first door is just normal. I kind of breaking up the theme, but
puzzle is not about cloning, weirdly, but
yeah. But trust me, we'll see some cloning coming up here in just a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this next door here, when you click on it, it projects outward, and you just make a staircase like that.
What a beautiful staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite nice. So yeah, basically, and then like this alarm clock here, grabbing it will actually grab a copy. So you can, there's that strat there you saw. Just trying to get
everyone did the same
that ledge
strat
as efficiently as possible.
Sam's not actually catching up to Ozmourn. He goofed up a lot in the first level.
Yeah, so in the green apple room, we're taking advantage of kind of the physics here. When an object is falling, its physics is kind of unlocked, so to speak. And you can use that to push into it and knock over other objects, which pushes the apple off the button and allows you to continue. This room right here, this red apple room, super difficult for casual players. The trick is because the cloning mechanic is based on perspective as well. You just have to line it up so it looks like the apple's on the button and just click. But
How long
it
did
takes a lot
you
of
take
people.
for that, Ozmourn? Archmage, sorry.
Oh, I don't even remember. It was like hours. And then when I figured it out, I felt so dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just one click and it kills you that it's just one click.
Yeah. yeah, we're coming up at the end of the level. You know, just the rest of it, you know, is just make another staircase. You know, walk around a little bit more.
Yeah.
I could say from like a casual perspective is that when I was going through it, it just you get bombarded with so many different mechanics and you're learning so many weird approaches that you overcomplicate, and it's the simplest things just staring right at you in the face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for
the
sure.
next level, community's favorite level, Dollhouse. Would you
Yeah,
like
this one
to
is
go over it?
famously difficult. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the reason why it's difficult
sorry, I'll let you-
because not only we are resizing the objects, we're actually going through them. If the object is too big, our legs are too small, and we walk slow. Make sense? But if the object is too small that we cannot fit into it, and if we do fit into it, we cannot get out, and that causes soft locks, which is why it's the hated level in the whole game by the whole speedrunning community. This game.
Yeah. Yeah, so this
Yeah.
level it's all built on portals, you know, between different areas of level geometry. And due to some kind of scuffed physics things, you can actually like sometimes squeeze through objects that should be like too small, which will trap you on the other side and soft lock you. So it looks like everyone's gonna get through this first dollhouse, all right, which is great. Yep, everyone's through. And this first dollhouse is one of the biggest reset points in the level. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah. So Dollhouse and the next level are actually gonna decide the fate of this race, because that's the most hardest levels, and also white space a little bit. Not sure. Yeah.
Here we see this this fan, making it just big enough so that it blows the portal down off the Jenga tower. And then people are going through here resizing a window, which is also a portal, and then going through that. So pretty fast paced here.
That's ingenious. I would never have considered using the window.
Yeah.
Wow.
The danger though is you have to resize it using the light above you. If you resize it using the door itself, it interacts with the portal weirdly and just gets shot somewhere random, which is not
Oh
ideal.
boy.
Through the floor, it just disappears and you have to reset.
So here we've got Bouncy Castle. This part is trippy when you're casual. It's like,
Samwise is losing his lead.
oh, that's rough. Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, you managed to get through. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like. Oh no!
Oh no, Clip! Oh no!
Oh, Samsonite. Oh,
That's
and
devastating.
This is the problem with this level is the portals mostly work alright,
janky.
but they don't work 100%. Okay. So yeah, we've got some real divisions kind of cropping up here. So some people have already gone through the green room. Essentially, green room is just a set of 2 linked portals. You put one where you want to go, you walk through the other one as the second one's falling, and you just go right through the keyhole. Ideally. That is brutal. Yeah. You can lose a lot of runs that way. Just because you're trying to push the game, like push it as much as you can, try and like.
Samsonite is clearly angry.
I was gonna say, seeing the camera moving around, just gyrating ferociously, like Ben there felt that.
Yeah. So here we've got what's called audio skips. So basically, this long hallway here has a set of audio triggers. And the final audio trigger ends with a teleport, which allows you to continue to the rest of the level. So what we're doing here is skipping the initial audio triggers so that we don't have to wait for them to play before the final audio trigger. Mm-hmm. And that causes the teleport to happen sooner, actually, due to the way that audio is queued in this game. Okay, Etaoin is messing around. Etaoin has soft lock? Okay, alright. That's dangerous. Etaoin is showing off a different strategy.
Yeah, it shows you off in the glitch showcase. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this next part, just a loop. You get teleported back to the alarm clock, you click it, get teleported again for a little while.
Yeah. But we have made some lineups so that we can get the alarm clocks as soon as they appear, which you'll see Samwise following it. We're a little bit late on Ozmourn. And Ozmourn also following it, yeah. Alright, so Etaoin appears to be in the lead here. Yeah, the race seems to be split in 2. That's Ozmourn versus Etaoin and Samwise versus Samsonite because of Dollhouse at this point. But you never know. Etaoin might or Samsonite might clutch or something. Yep. Never know. So what Etaoin just did, we could call it the frame perfect trick.
because you're walking through a picture frame.
Oh my
Ayo.
Thank you,
gosh.
Happy, for that joke.
pun.
I hate it and love it.
So yeah, this
You know-
level, it's crazy. You've got gravity flips, you've got teleports, you've got portals. It's all over the place.
Mhm.
So it's really, there's not too much explaining we can really do. It's just, you know, if you're confused, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
how the
this
developers
level
intended it.
was originally named Chase, which really fits the race right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like a kind of just this chaotic.
Yeah.
So
By the
this
way,
this section here,
Mhm,
sorry,
no,
this section here is another bane of casual players. You can just walk through this hallway forever and have no idea what's going on. What happens is you have to look in the opposite direction of where you want to go each time and do that 5 times. Some people just randomly get it by random chance. Some people spend 2 hours here. It's just
Yeah, it's stressful.
it's hard to figure out.
Also, the music is really stressful in that exact point. It's like a boss fight music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, so there's more teleports, just parkour, yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Etoin got stuck. Etoin is not in the lead anymore. Oh no, sorry, I'm just messing up. Sorry.
No, no
Yeah,
worries.
he's in the
Yeah,
lead.
it's hard to keep track because a lot of the hallways here look similar. Oh, this is elevator maze. What Etoin is doing now. Memorized the way you have to walk. It's just right, left, right. And
yeah, that's probably the code if Superliminal actually made a club someday. It's right, left,
Yep.
right.
R,
We all know that.
LR. So here, this parking lot section here, the walls only pop into existence when you get close enough to them, and once they all appear, that alarm clock kind of bedroom area appears, and you can click the clock to proceed to the next level.
Yeah, Etoin is on a major lead right now. Cannot
Yeah, for
say
sure.
about Ozmourn's lead because he forgot to turn on the in-game timer.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're
But-
going to be seeing here is
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you can explain this one.
No. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, yeah. So here, the solution here is to trigger a scripted cutscene. Essentially, you have to put the clinic inside of the portal, and the gimmick is that you're essentially putting the portal inside of itself, basically. And in game, that triggers kind of this cutscene where you've created a paradox, basically, which kind of dissolves the room around you, and then you get teleported to a different part of the level and continue on with the run.
Yeah, I can see Samwise looking at his phone like he always does when he streams.
Yep.
in
This
section.
cutscene, there's quite a bit of downtime. Yeah, during the cutscene, so people sometimes will like check their phone or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a big, you can see like a big difference between like person in first place, person in last place here.
Yeah.
Since you did mention the downtime, though, I do want to mention thank you so much to ZJ for the raid, who is also one of the lead artists that worked on a lot of the designs, the logos, and also merchandise for Fastest4s. So thank you so much for your help with the team, and thank you so much, Trans Rights. Absolutely, thank you so much. Guess who drew it?
merch looks
Exactly.
amazing.
Great.
The merch actually looks amazing. Looking at your views, you should buy it. Yeah.
Just a minor thing here that people are doing. Resetting to checkpoint, which due to some like weirdly modeled portals, the player's size actually is reduced slightly, which can be diverted by resetting to checkpoint, which makes it
Yeah.
slightly faster.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, which it accumulates to about 3 seconds over the course of the level. So not nothing, but not huge.
I've personally named this level Walking Simulator in my live split because there's a lot of walking, as you can see.
Yep, just a lot of portals, just a lot of
Gotta get those legs moving.
Yeah, and plenty of downtime if we have
Yeah.
any more donations.
Let me
Yeah.
check real quick. It doesn't seem we have anything for pending bids or donations, but it does give me a good opportunity to talk about our marathon itself. So, if you want to know, this is an all-weekend long event, and all of your donations will be going to Trans Lifeline, and it gets you to enter and win prizes that are offered by the members of the Fastest4 community. And you use the code or command specifically !prizes in chat to see a full list. Again, these are all contributed from people in our community, so please check them out and give thanks to where it's due. Seriously, it's amazing. This is a great event so far. Looking forward to my commentary later. Oh, it's gonna be great, Cthulhu.
So, what do you think of the run and the race so far, Axo?
Yeah, definitely. It's
so
interesting.
cool.
It's cool.
See,
It's mind-bending.
I come from a graphic design background for a lot of my work and a lot of my hobbies, and seeing how, I don't want to say artsy-fartsy, but how visually appealing and intricate this game can be is just really neat, especially in the latter half where it's so much more abstract. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We are coming up to a trick here. So this is a one-piece chess. So essentially, these tiles are only solid if there's a chess piece on top of them. If you walk onto a chess piece that isn't solid, you'll just fall back and get teleported back to the start of the puzzle. So what you do is you jump and then move the chess piece before you land, so you can just use one chess piece instead of both.
It's very similar to jump resizing. Yeah.
And yeah, speaking of jump resizing, this is a cheese skip. We can just use this block to walk over to the door that's in the wall here. And yeah, Etaoin will be finishing up fairly soon here. There is an epilepsy warning coming up on Etaoin's side of things. This hallway involves some really weird flashing lights, so be aware of that. Yeah, and everyone will be coming up to that point pretty soon.
Very soon, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Etaoin is probably going to get the win here unless something weird happens right at the end.
Almost seems like Etaoin is getting a PB, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is actually, this is quite a good time for him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you can see him celebrating with the camera movements.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. That's awesome.
8 a.m. baby.
Yeah, and time will be coming up after this load. There's an alarm clock. When someone clicks that alarm clock, time officially ends. Yep. And we're past the epilepsy warning, by the way.
Did come up second.
The flashing lights hallway.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's coming up on the end here. Looks like Etaoin is our winner. But yeah, closer than I thought it was, considering Samsonite's unfortunate thing that happened to him in Dollhouse.
Samsonite did clutch up to second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we are.
Looks like
everyone's finished up here.
To look at the time. Now, everyone got a sub 23, which is amazing for a marathon.
Yeah, everyone said
race.
Fantastic displays from everyone. Good on you. Wow.
Yeah.
Get some GGs in chat, claps. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, great stuff to y'all. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Yeah. That was awesome.
An amazing recovery from you.
Yeah, I fell behind there like really bad at the start, and then at the end of Dollhouse
happened.
fell apart.
Yeah, that was tragic.
There's
nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, Dollhouse is literally the worst speedrun level of the game, and it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah. GG's.
GG's.
Thank you, everyone. That's amazing experience. Yeah.
Can we just talk about though in I think the 4th elevator? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the intense camera shaking. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me. Yeah, I was really mad.
For sure.
And then Etaoin was also nodding while falling down the alarm clock.
It was so cheeky. Which, by the way, since we're all here, do any of y'all want to give any shout outs for people, such as the event, for the charity, those that are close, the community that you're within for Superliminal itself? Love to hear it. That sounds like a good plan to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good showcase. That's right, we met the incentive. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Which thank you so much to the community for all the donations to get to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's gonna be awesome. He just has to quickly, yeah. He just has to quickly load up a different game file, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Cool. So as you saw with what happened to Samsonite, unfortunately, there are definitely glitches in this game. We won't be showing off any of the portal-related ones because, fortunately, all of the like most of the portal bugs were patched out with the basically were left behind with the initial version of the game. They were patched out a while ago.
I would argue that's
Yeah.
actually not a glitch. It's intentional because if you're too big, then you defeat the purpose of that room if you just glitch your way up to the top.
See, that's valid, but it seemed like you went through the portal, but then fell back out of the portal and then went out of bounds. I would
I
say
knew
that's
once I
probably
got
a glitch.
stuck, I was not gonna make it.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, we'll be.
Slowly
yep,
but
there we
surely
go.
loading.
Yeah.
Yep. For you, Oz, it
Perfect.
is. Yep.
Sorry. Starting with clone, I believe. Oh yeah, cubism. My bad. Yeah, I'm silly.
Hold on. Someone in chat said like they cannot hear the streamer.
All right. Thank you so much for the fix.
I think still no sound.
There's still no sound source.
It seems as if it's only from the host, but not the game nor streamer. So once we get confirmation, you'll then continue.
I can hear you.
I'm taking a
But it
beat.
must be something to do with the stream.
Okay, can we hear? Good. Wonderful.
Think so.
Great. Can everyone else in the chat be heard?
Hi,
Hello.
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 that's me.
Hello.
Okay. Was that heard, chat?
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, wonderful.
Yep, we're good.
All right,
nice.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're gonna show off a few glitches that we didn't get to, that are banned, obviously, in the glitchless run, and then we're gonna go into 6 different levels. There's 6 of us here to explain them. So starting off, we're gonna do cubism, and we're gonna start off with just the concept. Oh wait, timing starts now. You can start the timer now, if you reset it. And so we're actually going to do the glitchiest thing we could possibly do, and we're going to no clip to where we want to go because that's just the practice mod. Okay,
This is a little thing we like to call cheating.
Yes, exactly.
Don't worry, it's perfectly allowed.
Of course. So what we have here is a form of a launch. Basically, the gist of like any launch in this game is that the game does not like it when you and an object are in the same space, and so it will just push you or the object out in a sometimes a random direction, but mostly it'll be up. So we're just gonna increase the size of that object so that it fills the entire room. There is no space between me and the object, and there's no space between the object and the ceiling. And so since the game is just like, I don't want both of these things to be in the same space, when I jump, it'll launch me up in the air. And we use this in the warpless category to get launched up into this section of the room, this room right here. So you can grab this and just go to the end of the level.
And you'll notice, yeah, this is the end of the level. Like, we're right here.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the level.
That's so cool.
Exactly. And if you think that's cool, we're gonna do some other stuff.
Oh,
Right there.
I'm so ready for
Next
this.
up,
Without no clipping, you can without no clipping, you can finish that level in like a minute 52 seconds, I think, or maybe even less. I think. The next one we're gonna do is Dollhouse. If you thought that was cool, we're actually gonna do Dollhouse, the next 2 levels in their entirety, just so you can get an idea of like just how much we're actually skipping. So Dollhouse originally is like a 2-minute level, and we're gonna do it in around 50 seconds. So Samsonite, you can explain Dollhouse, please.
Dollhouse, if he can, he's gonna no clip to the lobby.
I'm not. I'm gonna do it in its entirety.
Are you gonna just run it?
It's still
Okay.
pretty fast, yeah.
So essentially, Dollhouse is about 2.5 minutes in length for an average speedrunner. We can get this done in 30 to 40 seconds. All he's going to do is just walk through this series of hallways, and then he's going to get to the lobby, and he's going to dispense a soda can. The soda can is going to be utilized in the same way that little cube was in Cubism. Essentially, he's just going to launch himself above the lobby, and then he's going to look off into the distance.
Excuse me.
I'm watching the replay here. I'm just making sure he does it.
Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. That was a huge launch, but we're gonna come back down.
Okay, so yeah, it sometimes takes a while to fall based on, well, how lucky you get. Wow, that was a big launch.
Yeah, that's unlimited render distance on. So
So
wow.
once he falls all the way back down, he's gonna land on a corner of one of the lobby ceiling.
Right here.
And he's gonna look off into the distant, like right above the horizon, and we always memorize a certain spot. And as you can see, the hand lights up to grab something, and it's actually the dollhouse for the end of the level.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Yep. That's the ending hallway with the elevator.
Yeah, we just finished that level. So that's
We
great.
don't go to the end, we bring the end to us.
We make the worst level in the Glitchless speedrun the easiest level to do. Actually, that's a lie. This next level is the easiest level to do, and I have the IL record for this warpless version. So Samwise, you can explain what I'm about to do here.
Yeah, so generally in this part of the level in Glitchless, we're trying to get through these audio dialogue cues as fast as possible. So we do some parkour to jump over the triggers. But for Warpless, what we end up doing is taking advantage of the fact that the ledge grab mechanic allows us to kind of clip through geometry. And so what you're going to see is that as we approach the final elevator that looks blocked off, it turns out that it's a real functioning elevator that if we're able to use the ledge grab to clip through that geometry and we end up inside the elevator, then we just skip the entire level because it still contains the ends level trigger. And what's great about it is if it's done well, which I believe Ozmourn is really good at.
Yeah.
The dialogue says impossible right before the loading screen happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very excellent, yeah.
The world record for that level is by me, and it's 48 seconds long. And so that's Labyrinth. You can do that in less than a minute. And the next one we're going to do is Optical. We're going to do the hardest glitch in this game, but the one that saves the most time and one that is only allowed in any percent, which is no one's favorite category. So Archmage, you can explain warps.
Yeah. Well, this next glitch is pretty crazy. It's essentially a combination of glitches. So basically when you grab an object, certain objects, if you make them large enough and then rotate them such that they're basically inside the player model, when you release them, they'll briefly be placed the size of the entire level before the game deletes them. Under certain circumstances, before the game manages to delete the object, the player will get pushed all the way to the edge of the object, and we can control where that is. So if you do it very precisely, properly, you'll get put right above the elevator, which, as you can see, we just missed.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do it one more time and see if we can get the elevator.
Yeah, it's super precise. But you'll notice you never actually see the door being like huge, and it's because like it never actually gets like rendered. Like the game deletes it in like the same frame or something.
Yeah.
But that's still long enough for us to get pushed like super far away.
I just gotta say, this whole time, my mouth has just been agape, like literally hitting the floor from how impressive this is.
Yeah, that's around the same. It's really hard to do. If you do it perfectly, I've done it to where like it literally just lands you like right here, and then you can finish the level.
Yeah. Ideally, you would literally teleport right into the elevator, like directly inside it. But no one's ever gotten that in an IL.
Yeah, I've gotten
I believe
like right above
Ozmourn
the
also
pipe
has the
in
world
IL.
record for this.
I do.
80%
I do
IL.
have the world record for the 80% IL for that.
I think I have
And-
second place.
Shockwave,
So.
may I mention, I'm pretty sure all of us had that same reaction the first time we watched an 80% run here.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
insane. It's
Yeah.
like, how does it even work? It's wild.
This next glitch that I'm about to do is more of a like a cosmetic glitch. First off, huge photosensitivity warning for anyone that's watching right now. Like if like I'm gonna warn you. Samwise, you can explain what we're doing here.
So, like we saw in the blind maze, there's a casual way of doing it is grabbing the slide that Ozmourn is gonna grab, and you're gonna do kind of a warp launch. It's not actually like the warp that Ozmourn did, but just for launching, which makes the object go out of bounds, and it's really, really, really big. Ozmourn's gonna do it right here, like
right here.
So, yeah.
All right, as you can see in here, we already have like the entire room lit up. But if we go out of bounds, again, huge photosensitivity warning. This happens.
Whoa. It's just all red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane because even though the object has been deleted, like the dynamic lighting is still there.
Yeah. But if you turn off the volumetric lighting, it's just black, right?
Your webcam's just also covered in red too.
Yeah, exactly.
Ozmourn.
That's the entire thing.
It's like a giant red sun just blasting out of the monitor.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. We call that glitch red out instead of blackout. Haha. Get it?
That's cool.
That glitch is done in Jumpers and all collectibles.
Yes.
Yeah, because it can be used. It's like a side effect of using it to warp or to launch. So in some speedruns, you just get this beautiful effect as you finish the level, everything just drenched in red light.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's great. And our what? Oh, I'm no clipping. I was like, what? Okay. Etoin, you can explain this trick, and I'm going to just and show unlimited render distance with no clip and give you guys the idea what the level geometry is. So Etoin, you can explain.
So this is White Space, the last playable chapter in the game, and this is all collectible White Space is, in my opinion, the most complicated single level in the game. So first, this is the level geometry, and we can see that most of the level is based like above the room we begin with, the paradox room. So when we grab the little paradox like house thingy and we stand really close to the ceiling, we can actually put the small house like above the actual paradox room.
Oh, I accidentally did a paradox.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to wait for you.
That's rough because that's the
very
thing
unfortunate.
you can still accidentally put it inside the portal and trigger the cutscene.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to.
And you lose the buildings.
I hope that's a good size.
A little too big. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And when we are standing really close to the ceiling, you can like put an object through the ceiling, and it will end up somewhere in the like level geometry above.
Where did it go? Oh, here it is.
Go.
Here it is. I found it. Okay, let's see if we can do it this time. All right.
Yep.
Okay, hopefully we can do it this time.
I think that's too big.
That's a little big.
Is it?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
So if you like clip it through the ceiling, it will end up in somewhere above the like actual level geometry of like other playable places, and like we can skip a whole lot of gameplay here.
And we can skip the whole paradox sequence.
When we go out of the like the house, we can like see it is. So first we have a very big size, and the second we are like skip through probably 2 minutes or 3 minutes of playable content.
Yeah.
And when we put the house through a portal, it will reset us back to size 1, so we can continue.
Yes.
That's a side effect of the developers wanted to make sure people couldn't soft lock themselves in the initial section. So conveniently, if you put the house into any portal, it just sets you back to size 1. It's automatic.
Yeah. And we're gonna do the exact. We're gonna go to literally the end of the level, right here.
Yeah. So this is a similar setup, but just putting the house in a different spot, or putting the building in a different spot.
I'm not small enough to get the checkpoint. I don't think so. I gotta resize with the portal. And
this is one of the most exciting glitches in the game.
I think you'll be grabbing the egg anyways, so you'll go past
I
the
didn't tell
checkpoint, right?
Etowin. Yeah, I'll be coming back here anyways. I
Yeah.
didn't tell Etowin about this, so I'm gonna explain it myself. This is an Easter egg that we made a meme in the community called the Pain Egg. Everyone say hi to the Pain Egg.
Hi, Pain.
Yes. So it's kind of like a
Little
forced smile
smiley
thing.
face. It's
So
just hanging
here's a
out,
constellation room. It's very beautiful.
Spoiler warning.
Yes. Well, spoiler warning for anyone that wants to collect all the collectibles in this game. But as you can see, we can I vaulted and ledge grab onto that little out of bounds area, and I was able to come down here. You're only supposed to be able to see the top half of this constellation room, but if you just vault out of bounds here, you can go into the little area underneath it, and the whole area is a whole sphere. So as you can see, I'm walking up here. Also, the egg and most other objects glow in the dark when you're in a constellation room, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Didn't know that.
I love it.
What?
Yes, and then we're gonna reset checkpoint, and beautifully in pretty much every warpless run, you start off the game by doing an out of bounds launch with a chess piece, and that's what we're gonna do with this chess piece right here. We're gonna do an out of bounds launch at the end of the level. We just have to go out of bounds here, and then move forward here, and then just jump off of that little level geometry. And once we go straight in, we're just going to hit as you can see right here, here is the 8 o'clock zone, and we're just going to hit the loading trigger for it and just go straight to the end of the level. And just like the regular run, I will be finishing the glitch showcase in retrospect. Time will stop when I hit the alarm clock. So yeah, that is a wonderful glitch showcase. If you're really good, really good, you can get back in out of bounds to see 8 o'clock, or get back in bounds. But yeah. Alright, that's time. That's the glitch showcase.
Yeah, cool.
It was a wonderful
as you can see, this game has a ton of crazy glitches. We only really scratched the surface here. There's tons more, but we didn't want to get into some, we only wanted to do the interesting ones here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as we do our outros, I'm gonna be running around this area in No Clip Land and seeing all of the unfinished level geometry that the developers have, because you get teleported to different areas in this last section after a certain amount of music is played, but the developers know that the player can't reach certain areas before they get teleported again, so there's a bunch of unfinished level geometry everywhere, which is amazing. And so yeah. We have been part of the Superliminal community, and we're so glad to do the race. If you want to find us, you can look us up on speedrun.com, join our Discord, and we've been getting a lot of new runners, and we love seeing it grow and grow and grow. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Ozmourn. I really need to get back into streaming. I'm going to let all of my other racers and commentators plug anything that they want to plug right now.
So if you feel like starting to speed on this game, Samwise has a lot of tutorials for it.
Yeah, Glitchless category is really friendly to new runners, so I made a tutorial series. Feel free to check it out, or follow me on twitch.tv/Samwise3s. And thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Samsonite, you want to
thanks for having us. Yeah, that was awesome.
I'll just plug my Twitch. It's Samsonite363. Other than that, I don't really have any resources I can give, but just I stream PB runs sometimes, and some other games. But that's all I have.
Etowin, you want to say anything?
I have a Twitch. It's the same spelling as you can previously see on my screen, EtaoinWu, and I am a developer of the collectible achievement tracker / bingo tracker, and really hope that many of you can get into bingo and all achievement runs.
Yeah, Etowin has done a lot of resources for this game. It's amazing.
Yeah, totally. The auto splitter. Huge amount of work that he's done on the auto splitter for this game. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Archmage, do you want to say anything before we head out?
No, I don't have anything to. I don't have any resources to plug, but yeah, just again, thanks for having us. That was super fun. Yeah, it was great to be here.
And finally, Samirth.
I'd like to invite everyone to Discord. Speedrunning Discord. We recently had a multiplayer update, and we do that quite often on the Discord. So So if you like to play with the speedrunners and have a real competition, so you can join the Discord and challenge any one of us when you feel like.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
Okay.
helpful people too.
Have you mentioned
Alright,
the
then.
multiplayer thing?
What?
Yes, we have a
Have you
multiplayer.
mentioned-
Multiplayer,
update.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a multiplayer
Yeah.
update on Steam right now.
Yeah, we did.
It is Steam exclusive, and
Yes.
it is really fun.
Right.
It
But
might
totally.
go
we have-
away, so grab it before you can.
Yes.
Yeah, it
grab
might be
what
a
you
limited
can.
time update. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But we have been part of the Superliminal community. Thank you so much for having us, Samwise3s.
Thank you so much for joining us. You guys have been fantastic. And I've just been at a loss of words. I'm in awe with how cool this was. It was so cool.
Love this game.
I
Thanks,
can't wait
Samson.
to look back
Yeah.
at it.
Absolutely.
In the box.